Ripple, we've talked a lot about the Internet of Value, our North Star of enabling money to move like information does today. But how does the Internet of Value translate into banking? It starts with your customers. Your customers' payment demands are changing, and the Internet of Value plays a large part in delivering on those demands. For consumers and businesses, they are demanding global transactions that are seamless, real-time, certain, and cost-effective. Yet today's global transactions fall far short of those expectations. That's because the current payments infrastructure is a patchwork of centralized networks, legacy technology, and different payment rails. It's disparate. The technology, systems of record, messaging, and rules are different from one network to the next. It's slow. It takes an average of 3 to 5 days to settle across the numerous intermediaries. It's error-prone. Failure rates are high and data flow between intermediaries is poor. And it's costly. Processing costs are high, an average of $25 to $35 for each payment. The downstream impact of these problems provides a subpar experience that's driving customers from your bank to fintech providers that can provide a better customer experience. We're solving this with RippleNet, which is the cornerstone of enabling the Internet of Value. RippleNet is a global decentralized network that brings together a diverse ecosystem of payments players for the first time in history. Let's look at what could be the fully realized future state of RippleNet, starting with the ecosystem of players who are categorized into 2 functional groups. First are network users. These are corporates, SMEs, small banks, and payment providers who only send payments. Second are the network members. These are banks and payment providers that serve as the foundation of the network as they process payments and source liquidity. Network members process payments through our product, xCurrent, which provides real-time settlement with bidirectional messaging. With xCurrent, banks and payment providers can process payments more efficiently through the pre-validation of every transaction to eliminate failures and through rich data attachments for every payment. It also provides payment certainty through the pre-disclosure of information prior to settlement to eliminate failures, and through atomic settlement that provides pass-fail processing across all intermediaries to avoid settlement-leg risk. Network members can also source liquidity through our product, xRapid, which provides access to an on-demand pool of liquidity through digital assets. xRapid provides the ability to lower liquidity costs by being able to source liquidity on demand and reduce the amount of nostros required to make global payments. For network users, again, these are corporates, SMEs, small banks, and other payment providers, they can use our product xVia, which is a standardized API-based interface to originate payments through their banking partner. Through the standard interface of xVia, network users can benefit from all the capabilities that RippleNet brings. They can access across networks globally, they can send payments on demand in real time, they can attach rich data like invoices to any payment, and they can gain complete visibility into payment status and delivery timing. So let's recap the products and the problems they're built to solve. xCurrent is for banks and payment providers looking to process payments more efficiently and with certainty, overcoming today's 4% failure rate for global payments. xRapid is for payment providers and banks looking to source liquidity on demand through digital assets, freeing up the $5 trillion in trapped global liquidity. And xVia is for corporates, SMEs, small banks, and other payment providers looking for one standard interface to send global payments, avoiding the hundreds of bespoke integrations to different payment networks. RippleNet is solving the inefficiencies of today's inefficient payments networks. It's standardized. The technology, APIs, rules, and governance are consistent across the network. It's fast. The technology provides real-time settlement and bidirectional messaging. It's certain. Atomic pass-fail processing eliminates payment failures. And it's low cost. High STP rates and flexible liquidity provisioning lowers processing costs. RippleNet is the first step towards bringing the Internet of Value to life through one frictionless experience to send money globally. Many banks have over 1,000 active Nostro accounts that collectively hold hundreds of millions of dollars. This isn't uncommon. It's simply the cost of doing business in transaction banking. This creates several problems for banks. First, it's inefficient. The required funds for large Nostro networks are immense and sit idle. Second, it's costly. The unavoidable manual reconciliations result in high costs. And third, it's risky. The exposure to both counterparty and foreign exchange risk is high. And because of this, we know that solving for real-time payments is only half the battle. The other half is solving for our customers' global liquidity pain points. We're solving these pain points through RippleNet, a global network of financial institutions using the same technology, rules, and governance. Through RippleNet, we're helping customers overcome their liquidity pain points in two ways. First, through flexible options to support customers' existing liquidity arrangements, as well as to supplement them with new arrangements, including third-party liquidity and settlement through digital assets. Second, through pathfinding, which is the ability to link multiple liquidity arrangements in a single transaction, smart routing across the network to gain a variety of net new benefits. Banks can choose between a number of liquidity arrangements to optimize for costs, risks, and capital efficiency. Let's overview the 3 liquidity arrangements supported by RippleNet. First are bank-to-bank fiat relationships, also known as Nostro account relationships. We support this model so that customers can leverage their existing relationships. This enables the banks that are provisioning liquidity to earn FX revenues, making it ideal for strategic high-volume corridors. With this liquidity arrangement, Bank A and/or Bank B would have a Nostro account with the other bank, pre-funding it in the destination currency. Or there could be a credit relationship with the two banks. Second are third-party liquidity arrangements, which allow banks to rationalize their Nostro relationships, keeping only relationships they want versus the ones they need. This enables banks to overcome the costs from corridors where liquidity can be expensive. This is an ideal option for medium-volume corridors. With this liquidity arrangement, a third party would open foreign currency accounts at both financial institutions for them to use for payout in each country. Third is the ability to settle payments via a digital asset, xRP. xRP's speed, scalability, and cost make it the ideal bridge asset for cross-border payments. This allows banks to grow their payments volume and reach without accumulating more direct liquidity relationships. With xRP's trading volume at higher daily average than most exotic currencies, it makes it an ideal bridge asset for payments into exotic corridors. With this liquidity arrangement, each bank either holds xRP directly or leverages an exchange to source xRP. This serves as an on-demand, fungible liquidity pool that can be used for payments. RippleNet resolves today's liquidity pain points in these ways. It's more capital efficient. The diverse options for liquidity provisioning allow banks to shrink their Nostro network. It costs less. The atomic pass-fail processing automates reconciliations, saving 60% in operational costs. And finally, it reduces risk. The real-time settlement and fewer direct relationships decrease overall risk. At Ripple, we're not just solving for better technical connectivity between banks, we're also solving for the other side of the equation, global liquidity. For small and medium enterprises making payments to global suppliers, life is far from simple. Their payments needs are becoming more complex, yet the global payment infrastructure has stayed more or less the same since the 1970s. And if you're on the accounts payable team at a small and medium enterprise, you have several significant pain points. You can't attach invoices to your payments. You have limited visibility into the total costs and timing of the payment. And finally, you can't be sure when the payment will actually arrive. And if it doesn't arrive, investigations are cumbersome and expensive. We're solving these pain points with RippleNet. It's a network of banks and payment providers that can now provide their small and medium enterprise customers with one frictionless experience to send money globally. Here, for example, we see a dashboard of Alpha Company's disbursement history provided by their financial institution, NowBank. Let's say that Alpha Company wants to settle an invoice from their casing manufacturer in Thailand. Now Bank has provided the functionality to easily upload and scan the manufacturer's invoice, autofilling the payment information into their ERP offering. Through xCurrent's capabilities on the back end, Alpha Company's experience has been entirely reinvented. They can instantly validate the beneficiary's account information to avoid a failure. They receive a real-time quote on the total cost of the payment, and they know the exact payment amount and delivery time. Once they click Send, the payment gets delivered to the beneficiary in real time along with the invoice. For the supplier in Thailand, a record of payment settlement is delivered along with a reference invoice. This allows Alpha Company to reconcile the payment with little to no effort, turning what was once a manual process into an automated one. Let's recap the new benefits to Alpha Company. Easier reconciliation through rich data attachments with every payment, an enhanced customer experience through end-to-end transparency around total costs and delivery timing, and peace of mind through complete certainty that's provided by real-time settlement of payments. To learn more, please contact us at ripple.com.